You shout out Soda TV too?
Show TV shout out.
Okay.
Soda TV.
Soda TV, what up?
Okay.
Soda TV want a shout out.
Hello, welcome to Soda TV.
What's your name? Whatever it is.
Soda TV. It's Soda TV. Welcome back to Soda TV. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. This computer was acting up, man. Well, getting into what we came to talk about. Bricc Baby's paperwork has officially been revealed. You know, everybody's paperwork has been out there, but they're just now releasing Bricc Baby's, and there's a reason for that. You feel me? They was gonna keep it hid, but Bricc Baby forced them to do this. But for real, we all thought Bricc Baby was just like all these other podcasters. Well, a lot of them capping, rap bapping, or whatever you want to call it. And we didn't believe he was a real active member out there doing dirt, you know. But in reality, man, a lot of this is gonna reveal otherwise. But Bricc Baby did a lot of this to himself. You feel me? Adding to the, you know, to people thinking that he was a wuss, or so to speak, because when DW Flame, you feel me, asked him for a cigarette, and instead of saying cigarette, he said, can I get a nap? Which is a diss towards the Rolling 60s, and I think it's towards the whole neighborhood cart. Am I right about that, y'all? I'm not from Cali, and I'm just now getting up on the politics, but he knew that it was a diss towards Bricc Baby, which is his co-worker, but he did it anyway. And what got Bricc Baby's fans and what made him look like a coward to everybody was his response. Bricc Baby kind of laughed it off and, oh yeah, cousin, you feel me? Just, it's on public air. Bricc Baby, you didn't have any type of, you wasn't offended in any type of way, clearly in front of everybody in 4K. And they like, dang, like who, even though you saying that was your man's and you feel me, you gave him a pass, it didn't seem to people like the G-banger that you're supposed to be. That's a proper response. So another instance, when it kept building up and people on the internet was egging it on, and Bricc Baby ended up coming into work, sat up there and started crying, talking about some, y'all gonna make me put KILL squad in the streets and all that stuff. Literally crying. You know, and I'm not saying some people cry when they get mad. You know, I seen that with a lot of kids when I was growing up. I never did it because it didn't make no sense to me to cry when you get mad. You know what I'm saying? But obviously some other people are wired that way. And then not only that, after that, you know, Bricc Baby must have said something online or something, because it kept building up and building up. DW Flame ended up bringing one of his, I don't think this is blood brother. He called him his brother. I think this is one of his street brothers. Catch Bricc Baby in the hallway, and they end up releasing the footage of dude snatching Bricc Baby up the right way. And you feel me? Roughing them up to the point to Bricc Baby clearly on camera. Oh, let me fix my joint. And it's on camera in 4K. And a dude came out to talk about, I forgot what dude's name was. But, you know, these are the reasons people looked at Bricc Baby like he wasn't like that. It wasn't us, you know what I'm saying? But to make a difference, what we're reporting today, Bricc Baby done turned his savage all the way up, like about 20 notches. And what is going to amaze you today is that this isn't another G-banger that he turned, you know, by G-banger, I mean Ang banger. He didn't turn his savage up on them. This right here is a female. Yeah, and not only that, is BM. You know, he turned it up on her, and Y'all, that's what we getting into today. Before we do, have to ask you really quick to hit that like button. You know, this lets the algorithm understand that this video has what it takes to go on to get viewed by a bigger audience, and it can get bigger. You feel me? Share this with whoever you can, whenever you can. You know, I appreciate anything you do for me, y'all. I'm very appreciative. Subscribe to the channel. If you don't want to do it now, you can wait until the end just to see if I earn it. But then just keep your word at the end, and I'll be there to remind you just in case you forget. Last but not least, tap that notification bell that'll keep you notified on any and everything I post to this channel. You feel me? So the feds they had Bricc Baby's phone tapped. Unknown to Bricc Baby, right? Of course, right? I think at this point they were monitoring Bricc Baby I don't know if this was the beginning, but it was trying to gather evidence on this rolling 60s Rico, right? But why they over here Bricc Baby, I guess he has an emotional conversation with whoever was on the other line. I don't know if they was talking about bodies or whatever, but why the feds, you know, in this case, it's kind of like the Tekashi 6ix9ine when they was building the indictment against THRE and the whole blood organization THRE, and 6ix9ine, what happened to 6ix9ine interrupted the investigation, meaning that they had to stop the investigation. This goes all the way back to Mafia days. They had to stop the investigation where it's at if somebody's life is in danger, because they have to attempt and be proactive in saving that person's life, regardless of what point of investigation they're under. It totally so like this, they got Bricc Baby on there having a conversation, and Bricc Baby, for some reason, he becomes so enraged at his baby mother that he ups AK. Now, this part is, I like to be totally honest and specific with things. He got caught with the K this day. So and there was no other, he didn't get caught with documented any other blick that day. So I'm interpreting the paperwork to be that he upped the AK on his BM while she had the kid, or whether she was picking the kid up. The kid was right there. See, I'm being specific. The paperwork only I'm giving you what, you feel me, for me. But the kid was definitely there. He definitely upped it on her in the presence of the baby. Now, man, I don't know what type of, I've seen a lot of this type of stuff in the hood to where a person might up a little 22, maybe they may have if you got good money, a Glock or a 9, or maybe something that just pocket carry, like a little 38, like just maybe like for when you got them real girls that really go hard, really from the hood, really gonna give you that go, you know, just to get them up off you. I never did it, but a lot of people, they don't feel like tussling, they don't feel like putting up with it, so they basically, man, get away from me, get out of here with that. I've seen a lot of that. That goes on a lot in the hood, a lot often than you may think. But this right here is some mafia's a cocked up mafia hitman, deranged, heartless, you feel me, iller with a K at the beginning. You know, this is what a AK, you know, and not academics. Like that's crazy, man. Like, I wonder what could you have been that mad about? Suppose an accident would happen. What chances of survival would Bricc baby's baby mama have had. You heard me? Man, it's like, and the baby might have been hit. You feel me? The baby was gonna be affected some type of way. She's gonna drop the baby. The baby maybe the baby might have got hit and not her. Ricochet, like it all would have been bad if just the accident. Let alone Big Baby is really mad and really pointing this at her. So the feds rush and hit him. They felt like they had to. I bet Bricc Baby like, what the H is going on? What the H is going on? He didn't know it was tapped. He probably knew he had went in the station before that and probably answered some questions or may have knew that they was on to him. But being tapped at that moment, like, so my question to y'all is, what do y'all think Bricc Baby was on? Y'all think he was on them Yerk 30s that he liked to get them blue Fetty pills, not real Yerks, you know, or do y'all think he was on Oak with a C at the beginning? Or was it METH or PC? Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Along with that, I asked you to like, share this, you know, give me. We talked about subscribing. If I earned it, I feel like I did a pretty good job, man. This is nasty work that Bricc Baby pulled off, man. I was able to get it to y'all in a way that y'all can understand it. Last but not least, notification bell. Keep you notified on any and everything I put out. This is the self-proclaimed #1 celebrity news reporter on YouTube at this time, the real Soda TV. I am out of here.